Well, guys, day 13, cardio. Had a long practice today. And I did chest and back yesterday. So we're going to take a rest day. Not a full rest day, just what is going on here? Somebody lost their van, just broke down on them. Dan. It's my teacher. Yikes. That's awkward. He knows what he's doing though. Today was another good day. I don't know how we're doing on calories. I haven't counted them up yet. I haven't eaten them since lunch, or I haven't done them since I didn't put my lunch in, and so I gotta put I think I have to put everything in today actually. Practice was a good one today. First couple 150s, I didn't miss any. I think I missed 2 the first time, but one of them was a shot, and the other one was a bad pass. But I gotta work on shooting and running. Well, in running, I feel like I'm one of the quicker guys, but the problem is when we do suicides, you gotta run 15 feet. You gotta sprint, so you gotta get up to speed, and by the time you get up to speed, you have to slow down again. And I have trouble with the slowing down, turning around, and then doing the same thing over and over. But come like full court sprints or laps, easy peasy. Because I just have so much mass that slowing down is tough. As far as the diet goes, this is what, Thursday I talked to Joe. So it's been like 5 days. And I feel terrible. I honestly do. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't feel good. I feel bloated. The freedom of 2,700 calories has given me this idea that I can just eat whatever. So I've been eating sweets. I've been eating junk food. So we got to crack down. We really do. It's starting to piss me off, honestly. We got to crack down and eat a healthy 2,700. And come 2 weeks from now, or come a week from now, or a week from Thursday, I think we're gonna meet next week. I think we're meeting next week Tuesday. I'm gonna tell him, hey, look, I don't feel good eating 2,700. Because the Fitness Pal doesn't have every single food in the world, because it doesn't have every single recipe. So when I go and click chicken, that's 100 calories. There's an option for 100 calorie chicken for 4 ounces. For 4 ounces of chicken is 100 calories, and there's another option where 4 ounces of chicken is like 400 calories. So I don't know the difference. I kind of guesstimate, but it's tough to figure that out. I felt a lot better eating 2,200 calories. So I don't know why. I think it's getting to me like mentally, because like I was saying before, I want to be beach ready by spring break. I'm starting to panic already because I felt like I was on a good track, and I almost felt like when I talked to my trainer. I don't want to say I know better than him, because I don't. At the same time, I feel like I know a little bit more about my body. But I'm going to try my best to trust the process. Another thing is, he's never done this before for like show condition. I'm going to talk to him and tell him that I'm not only trying to get to a show weight, I want to get to a certain body fat percent to just stay at, like 15 to like 10 to 15, just stay there. I don't need to be 5% all the time, because then I'll be miserable. But if I'm 10 to 15, then I have some abs. I won't have these side flabs. I won't feel chunky. I'll feel a lot more defined without having to eat 1,000 calories a day only. You know what I mean? I was talking to the guy that got me into this show, and he was saying, yeah, the last couple of weeks of the show, I am just miserable because you're not eating enough. You can't eat. But I was thinking, because he was telling me, or my trainer was telling me, when you eat a certain amount of calories for a while, it becomes your new maintenance. And I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But then I really thought about it. I was like, that's what your goal is, though. Because if you go from 250 to 215, you're not still going to have 3,200 calorie or 3,500 calorie maintenance. You're going to have like a 2,500 because you're going to be a lot leaner. But he also wants to know what my metabolism is like, and I don't think it's I think my metabolism is slow. I think I put on fat quicker than I get it off. But we're gonna try our best. We're gonna talk to him and see what the best option is. And come next week, we're just gonna, I guess, go based off what he says. Try and convince him to let me do 2,200 again. It's a bit steep, 500 calorie drop, but at the same time, it gives me some room to play with. So, like, if I say 2,200, that's 500 calories less than or 400. If we do like a 400 calorie drop a week, or a 100 calorie drop a week, then it'll I forgot I just lost my train of thought. It'll be, if I set my goal at 2,200 and I eat 2,400, big whoop, right? Call it a cheat day. So I think that we're just gonna talk to him, see what he thinks, get his opinion. Now that I've had some time to think, because I feel like I didn't know what he was going to ask for the first meeting. I didn't know what he was expecting, all that stuff. Now I kind of have a better picture, so we're going to reevaluate a little bit. We'll weigh in and do all that jazz. Ooh, just realized, I don't know. I hope I don't have late practice next week, Tuesday, because I have it tonight. Next week, Tuesday, is the last day of school for the week for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's coming up, and it sucks that I'm in a cut for the holidays, but it is what it is. We're going to do it. We're not going to eat tons of amount. I'm thinking about actually eating my Thanksgiving meal, or a Thanksgiving meal, in the hot tub, or in the cold tub. I'm making a nightstand for a class. Put my nightstand next to it, or my stand next to it. I'll probably just cook a chicken, get some rotisserie chicken, and just eat it while I'm in the ice tub. Another thing I'm gonna do now that it's getting that time of year. Oh no, not getting that time. I don't know what I was saying. Now that I'm going to try out that Bible verse. So every day it'll be a different Bible verse. Yesterday was Romans 8:11, I believe. And that one is a verse I didn't realize, but it kind of gives me the chills when I think about it, because the power that rose Christ from the dead, if you think about that, the amount of power it takes to really raise him from the dead. I mean, like, we don't have that power. That power is unfathomable. But the Bible says that same power is inside us, because like Jesus said, that if we have faith, just a little bit of faith, even the size of a mustard seed, which is really small. He said we can move mountains. There are Christmas decorations up in this town already? Oh my goodness. See if you can see it in the window. No, just barely. That's annoying. Oh yeah, you can. Oh, you can't really see it. But that's a stunning verse. Really, if you really think about it, and that kind of hit me. I saw it, and I really pondered over it. I just thought, wow. And there's the one that God, if God is for us, who can be against us? That one's a big verse too. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to do some abs tonight, just at home. I threw my running shoes in the car like I told you guys. I forgot to video it, but I did. Today I'm so dang sore because I was running distance and I knew this was going to happen, but I was going to just kind of deal with it because we don't just run long distance in basketball. We run short spurts. And so if I wanted to train for basketball, that's what I would have done. But I was just kind of training overall, just getting better cardio, better stamina, stuff like that. So I'm hoping that in the long run, all that running I did, that'll help me not have to get subbed out so many times. And my body's overcompensating for my ankle. Being in a brace, my hip hurts more, so does my calf. So I need that brace so I don't roll it, but I'm thinking about getting another brace. That way they're both the same way. That way, if they're gonna overcompensate, at least they're both sides. They're not gonna work the one more than the other and then end up looking funky. There's something in my nose that's kind of bugging me. I don't know what it is. Not in my nose, but my nose is sore. I set a screen for a kid today, and his defender just knocked into me. I just kind of stood there, and he bounced off me. It always feels good, especially in game. Whew, you set a good screen in game, where they fall over and the crowd goes wild. That stuff. It feels good. It does. That's one of the things I missed about it. We're going to try and get to bed on time today, though. That's our goal of the day. We want to be in bed by 11. So get the ice bath done, eat some food. We got all our homework done today, so we're going to jump on a game. I'm not sure how much longer this game is going to last, but we're going to enjoy it while we have it. And we'll probably jump in we'll just dry off and then jump in the shower afterwards. I posted my epiphany that I had yesterday to the real world, and I got one response from this guy who apparently had some merit, who had accomplished some stuff in the trading world, and he was saying that's a terrible idea. But at the same time, he's not, I don't think he's very familiar with real estate, as well as he said that there are less risky ways to go about it. And I don't know, all this stuff about taking a risk and no risk, no reward stuff is kind of getting in my head. I'm thinking, maybe it's worth the risk. I think it is. I think if I put safeguards in place where I don't end up hurting myself in the long run, like instead of doing one house, do a couple, or whatnot, just to see how that goes. Order some books before I make any big moves. Really read up on it. Learn trading. Learn real estate. I did the real estate beforehand when I did wholesaling, but we can learn it even more and talk to the bank and talk to bankers. I've got bankers at my church. I've got real estate agents at my church. The guy who is putting me in contact with the fire chief, he owns a real estate business, and so I think we're just going to have to try and gather as much information about it beforehand as possible. That way we can just get it done and really feel good about it, not have so much anxiety, and really to get more than one opinion. Because like I said, I'm no expert. And so if this really is just a terrible idea, it's going to get me in debt in the long run and paying debts for the rest of my life, I don't want to do that. That's not something that, again, there's that risk and reward factor I have to calculate. I think it'd be worth it. I do. Other people think it's a bad idea. So I guess it just all comes down to how much risk do I want to take and how much do I know about stuff. And I think the more I know, the less risk I'm going to have. Tomorrow is arm day. I'm excited. We're going to hit arms hard. Because I enjoy it. And I actually miss it. I miss hitting arms. Normally, because we've been switching every other week. We do Tuesday, Friday, arms, and then Wednesday, Saturday, legs, and then the next week we'll do Tuesday, Friday, legs, Wednesday, Saturday, arms. And this week is the Tuesday, Friday, legs. Because we're doing cardio today. When we did basketball is kind of everything, really. It's a leg workout and some cardio. So we're going to do legs or arms tomorrow. Speaking of, my legs are sore. Did some stretching, but I don't know that it was adequate to not be sore. I think we got to start stretching in the morning. Problem is, I keep accidentally hitting the off button instead of the snooze button on my alarm. I set my alarm for 6 o'clock. That way I have a couple of alarms. That way if my alarm goes off every 10 minutes, so I turn it off at 6, turn it off at 6:10, turn it off at 6:20, turn it off at 6:30, and then 40, and then 50, and then I get up. But lately, at 6 o'clock, I've been hitting the off button instead of that way it doesn't snooze. It just turns off for the day. So I guess my options are either set it where I have to get up, not like location wise, like set it at 6:50. That way, the first time it goes off, I get up for the day, or get up early. I guess really that's my only option. I would get up early and do ice bath, but A, I have no motivation to do anything in the morning, which is probably an issue. I'm just gonna have to change. And B, it's just as dark out, so there's not like there's any benefit. In fact, I did actually do it once in the morning, and I was more moody that entire day. So we're just gonna stick with it at night after practice, cool down, because it's almost like with my ankle being sore and some other stuff being sore, it's like putting some ice on it, literally. But and it gets it all, it feels good. So we're just going to keep doing it that way. "20 minutes to get home today? Dang. Guess we did hit more lights than usual. But, alright guys, we're home, pulling in now, so I will see you guys in the ice tub. This is day 11 of taking an ice bath every single day for the next 100 days. It's a chilly 44 degrees Fahrenheit out tonight. And the water is chilly like always. We're going to do 2 minutes today, and like always, we're going to enjoy it. Timer set. We're going to get right in. "For the righteous may fall 7 times and rise again, but the wicked will stay fallen by calamity." Proverbs 24:16. I don't know what my cat's doing. He's being goofy. It's cold. I was all warm on the way home. I was getting overly warm. That way I would feel like I needed an ice bath, but kind of cooled down waiting for my mom. Ooh, it is chilly. Chilly, chilly, chilly. My toes hurt. My toes hurt because it's so cold. Cat, what are you doing? It's tweaking out. I don't think we're going to go for a record night. We're just going to go under and... Oh, my toes. That is cold. That's like frostbite cold. Hey, dog! Hey! Ooh. Ooh. Guys, I don't think that's healthy. My toes should not feel like that. Oh. Okay. Time's up. See you guys tomorrow.